This is the last November, we just completed our first mission to Rangpur in the north of Bangladesh. Now, Bangladesh is a country with a population half the size of the United States, contained within a state the size of Iowa. We were warmly welcomed by our host physicians at the Rangpur Medical College to learn the trade of cleft repair. Equally anxious are the mothers waiting in line with their babies for their turn at screening. As usual, each child gets their turn and a careful review by these are our two surgeons. To me, this is the most compelling picture of the whole night. It really epitomizes what CSI is all about. In the middle, you see our nurses, Michelle and Heather, in the green and the pink. There is one mother in the middle, to the left, with her boy. And there is nothing less than 20 medical students and dental students surrounding, interested to learn. And they got their hands involved in the mission, learned some skills. We need them to help calm the babies with their language skills. And there were, in addition to the throngs of medical students, nursing students, dental students, there were 3 key surgeons there who really wanted to learn the skills. And as usual, it starts at the drawing board. Moves into the operating room. First, there's some demonstration. This is our surgeon, Kofi. Highly technical work. And then you get your hands involved. This is our local surgeon. She's a female surgeon. You notice she's wearing the traditional headwear. And even when there's a brownout and the lights go out, the work continues. And that's the whole point of this, is so that the work continues when we're not there. So I'd like to show you a few before and after pictures and really show you the power of what we can do, and with your support, what you can do for an individual child. It's the same kid. And you can only tell that because it's the same mother, right? It's the same kid. The little cotton pledges on the side are held in with some suture that will dissolve, and then the little pledges will fall away. Now we know that the moms, like I was mentioning, they dress the kids up in their best. But we've never seen a mom paint eyeliner on a kid. This is a motivated mother. I mean, she really wants her kid in, okay? So the eyeliner got washed off in the operating room. But again, I mean, this is the same kid. It's the same kid. Rodro, little 8-month-old guy. Look at that. I mean, when that scab with a little bit of dried blood up in the nose dries up and cleans it off, I mean, this is just a beautiful repair. How are you going to fix that? Look at that. It's just dramatic. Before. After. This is a 16-year-old guy. He traveled a very long distance to come see us. I think it was worth it. I think it was worth the trip. Let's do that again. That to that. Here's a nice little guy. Look at that repair. Look at that. There's the little speckled part in the middle, that's just a dermabond. It's like the super glue for wounds, and when that dries up and cleans off, it's just going to be beautiful. That's a big one. We know her, remember? What's her name? Annika. Yeah. We know Annika. Let's see how she turned out. She looks great. She looks great. This is Zanati. Zanati is an adorable baby. So this is Samia. I'm going to finish with a couple short stories. Samia is a little baby born with a very large cleft. Mom is a motivated mother. She got in line early enough to make sure her baby was at least in the top 5. Number 5, look at that, on a 3-digit scale of patients that we evaluated. But her cleft was very wide, and it was too large to even repair at this time. Mom was broken-hearted. But we taught her how to do some stretching exercises, and with a little bit of growth, next year there's hope there'll be more tissue to be able to pull it together really nicely. I'd like you guys tonight to help us make Samia number 1 next year. Not just so, every kid here and their family has a story. She's about in her 20s, we think. They told us she was 16, thinking that children's Surgery International would make her more likely to get surgery. She was born with a very deep cleft on the right side of her face, and it's a special cleft called a Tessier cleft. And not only does it involve the lip, but it goes right up through the face, and it even involves the bone underneath, and it involves her eye. Rahaji. Her name means light of the world. She's the oldest of 3 sisters. She's unfit to marry. Her next youngest sister's already just got married. She was never allowed to go to school. She never leaves her house. Ever. Kids are afraid of her. So when people come over to visit their house, they move her to a back room. Now she has been refused numerous surgical teams prior. Think about how that must feel, making the long trip to go get evaluated, enduring pointing, whispers, maybe some chuckling, some stares all along the way, and then the waiting, only to be rejected and to have to turn around and endure that long trip back home to face all the same issues. Maybe CSI would be different. She's been rejected so many times before. This is hard to look at. Even in front of people like us who want to help her, she's ashamed. And you can see she's tightening her lower lip to close up that cleft. That's that picture, remember? That's what that looks like. So when our team took a look at her, they said, okay, we'll see you on Tuesday. Next. And the family couldn't believe it. They were shocked. So she got her surgery. And there she is with her happy, adoring mother, father, and 2 sisters. But the story isn't over yet. With 2 more procedures, little rebuilding of the eye socket, and then the next trip we'll do some measurements and give her a prosthetic eye. We think she can live a fully normal life without the stigma of her facial imperfections. And I got a clip of video that was taken by some of the doctors at the hospital. This is only a few days old. They just sent this to us. And it's a message from her mother.
কত সুন্দর ঘুরতেন বলে কত আনন্দে থাকে খোলামেলা হাসা হাসি সবার সঙ্গে বসে বৌদিদের কাছে যায় ওকে ডাকে মানে কি আর বলবো এগুলো আমিও তাদের জন্য দোয়া করে আমি বললাম তো যতদিন বাঁচে থাকবো ততদিন ওনাদের জন্য বাঁচাতে নামাজ পড়ার ওনাদের জন্য এই কামনাটাই করবো যে আমি আল্লাহর কাছে সবচেয়ে বেশি পাওয়াটা পাই আর কি আমি তাদের কাছে দুনিয়ার মধ্যে
Now my daughter looks so beautiful. You see her gently stroking my face. The sisters enjoy the time together. She goes out to meet people. Okay, now it's your turn. So, and spread a message of hope. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Pete. Let's give up Dr. Pete a rousing.
So Pat Brenna is our entrepreneur. This is